How's it going, everybody? It's Joey64 here with part 2 of Sonic Colors for the Nintendo Wii console system with the component cables and the AC adapter. Why did we go so far into detail about the Wii console? I don't know. But it's Sweet Mountain. This is, without a doubt, aesthetically, my favorite stage in the game. Like, hands down. The way this level looks, I love it. Wait, we'll just start that off. It looks amazing. The music is banging. I highly recommend you look up the soundtrack for this game. I probably talked about that in the first part. It's been a while. I feel like I'm saying that every video. That's because I record these videos at different times. So yeah. Hope all y'all had a great Thanksgiving. That was last week. Time this upload and recording. So I've finally actually been. I don't know if I've brought this up before, but I've actually been trying to record videos like around the same day of. Like, I have them edited in advance, but you know, recording them isn't too much, really. Just record it, slap my voice on the top of the footage. There we go. Do a bit of editing on top of that, but it's not nothing too crazy typically. If you edit Let's Play, so if you kind of know just enough about this, you probably understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, we did, hopefully if you haven't seen the, YouTube Maniacs video. I released it the week before Thanksgiving. It was after part 1 of Sonic Colors came out. I highly recommend you go see it. It was a little parody I did of the Animaniacs theme song. If you like my singing, or if you don't like my singing, or if you just like seeing me suffer, go watch it. I enjoyed it. It was fun to make. And most people liked it, from what I saw at least. I know dislikes, hey. But anyhow, I actually talk about the game we're playing here. So, if you missed, the first part, Sonic Colors, game on Nintendo Wii, basically Sonic's at this, like, intergalactic amusement park that Eggman made, and he's trying to figure out what his whole scheme is. It's a pretty basic plot, yeah. One thing I do want to talk about this part, I was talking about this in a previous part. Well, not in the previous part, but as I kind of alluded to at the beginning, was the fact, this game is very stunning, right? Like, just the looks of it, it's one of the more technical games in the Wii. It's very impressive, in my opinion, kind of like Mario Galaxy. But this was really the last game to be made, like it was the last unique Sonic game. That's what it is. It's the last unique Sonic game, in my opinion. Because after this, we had Generations, which, I think was fine. Like, I think that was fine for it to be the way it looked. Because, you know, it's an anniversary title. Then we had Lost World, which really wasn't, like, yeah, it kind of had its own identity. But I'm not saying, oh, it's Mario Galaxy. No, I don't really count that in there. I don't agree with that. If we're going to say Sonic Lost World's a copy of Mario Galaxy, we'll go look over at, Mad Space and like all the 3D planet like levels in Sonic Adventure 2. If we're really gonna go that far, then yeah, we're gonna go with that. But anyhow, you know, we had Lost World, which was still pretty it was very like old school based, kind of like Sonic, like a 3D Sonic 4. Then we had Forces, which was still very focused on like the old and the past and all that again. And if you want to count Sonic Wonders, which I kind of count it, I count it as it's not a console game, but it was made by Sonic Team. That was still also very based and rooted with the past, which I don't think that was, again, I feel like kind of like Generations, it wasn't a bad thing for that game's case. For that game's case specifically. But this really was the last game to have a proper, its own identity, really. So, I don't know, that's one thing with Sonic's 30th anniversary coming up, we're starting to get a lot of big hints towards it. I am really hoping, one, I do think we're going to get a new game announced, like 3D game. I don't think we're going to get, we may get Mania 2, but I feel like they're going to wait for Mania 2 to either come out 2022, or just not around the anniversary, or like the day of the anniversary, just because I feel like then people are going to be like, oh, it's just like the 25th anniversary of Forces of Mania, which even then I think I'll be fine with that, but honestly I feel like they should try to space the games out a bit more, like, okay, like this year, what, 2021, okay. Here's the game, we'll just say, the Sonic 2020 game, there's that. Cool. Move on to, like, let's just say 2022, we get Sonic Mania 2, or we get like a spin-off. I don't know, like we get like another Sonic racing game or something. And then 2023, okay, well we got another platform with Sonic Mania 2, whatever Mania 2 is, you know. And after that, like, okay, maybe they have another 3D Sonic game ready for us, or maybe they have a spin-off ready for us. Like, I don't know, maybe something like kind of in the vein like Black Knight or Secret Wings, or this game really. Well, it's not like it's the mainline Sonic game, but it's not like the big like Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Generations. It's not that game. If y'all kind of get the vibe I'm saying, it's not the big. Oh my gosh, like this is kind of like how there's 3D Land, like Mario 3D Land, but then we also had Galaxy 2 and Odyssey, or 3D World. Sorry, we also had 3D Land. We had 3D Land. It was a mainline game, but kind of wasn't. I think they started to do a bit more variety of that. I think that'd be really cool, honestly. And now like the handheld games will mostly be brought over to consoles now too, since they were all on Switch, or they were all on a Nintendo platform like the DS. And now the Switch really is no more dedicated handhelds. So stuff like Sonic Rush, those type of games, hopefully now those will be brought to consoles, along with their teams. I think that'd be really cool. So I really do hope, like, they've had a good 5-year break now. I think Sega, we've had the movie, which, that's one thing. People said we've been really devoid of Sonic content this year. We got a whole movie, guys. Like, I'm sorry, but we had... I think we're good for this year in Sonic content. We had a whole movie. The comics are still going pretty strong. And even if you don't like the comics, still, we got the movie. I don't know, maybe if you're a diehard fan of the games, like, I'm sorry, but, like, not every year we're going to get a new game. Like, you're going to, like, I don't know, just, like, the age-old comparison of Mario and Sonic. Mario does have a new game every year. A new, like, mainline game. Like, let's see, we got Paper Mario this year, I think. And... if we're gonna count, we could count 3D All-Stars. I'm not gonna count for this for its sake, but like all we got this year was spin-offs. Like, but now basically their own series. Paper Mario's really its own series now. Mario Kart's really its own series from Mario Kart Live. 3D All-Stars, yeah, but that's also recreation games. Nothing against all three of those games. I love all three of them. I own all three of them. They're fun. I love them. But it's just, you know, like, there's not gonna be a major game every year. And again, I do get. Oh, sorry, that's not been 5 years. It's been 3-4 years, because Forces came out 2017, not 2016. So apologies on my part for that one. But, you know, I feel like some people, you know, you gotta wait. And I think if we don't get if we don't get any game for the 30th anniversary, then I'll probably stop being like, okay, Sega, what's going on? At least a trailer for it or something, you know? Like, we gotta start getting the tease. I get the pandemic kind of pushed the game, maybe another Forces and Mania situation where, oh, it's not going to come out till next year. Maybe something like that happens, like a year after the anniversary. I could get if that happens, but if we don't hear anything about a new game next year, I don't know what. I am kind of hoping they do though. We get a new 3D Sonic game next year, for the anniversary. With the movie coming out April of 2022, the second movie, maybe we get a tie-in game. I think that'd be cool. And now that they know the movie's a success, they know the game would be a success, even though I think they would have made one just for the first movie, it still would have been a success. But, you know, they can make one for the movie. And then, you know, maybe Mania the year after. And then, you know, maybe like, I don't know, we get like a Wasteland game from Sumo Digital. Well, hey, I say, let's let Sumo Digital take their hand on maybe a more adventure-style Sonic game. It doesn't have to be Adventure 3 and all that, but I think seeing what, Sumo Digital, they're the people who make the Sonic racing games, like Sega All-Stars Racing and Team Sonic Racing, those type of games. But they've also made Little Big Planet 3 and Sackboy's Adventure, or it's like Sackboy the Big Adventure, something like that. You know, it's a platform on the PlayStation 5. I haven't played it personally before my scene of it. It's a very it's kind of like Mario 3D World if we like took it to the next level. From what I can tell, it's a 4-player game. Co-operative multiplayer game. I think it'd be cool for them to do a game like that for Sonic, where it's kind of like 3D World or Sackboy's Adventure, or even if it doesn't need to be 4-player or co-op, which I think that'd be cool. I've always wanted a multiplayer Sonic game. I always thought this would be fun. But even if we didn't have that, have it where it's like kind of the old games, like okay, like Sonic is the fastest one, but if you play as Tails, you can fly through the levels. You know, stuff like that. But you all go through the same levels. Like with 3D World. Okay. I haven't played Sackboy yet, so I can't really say if Sackboy's like this. I think Sackboy, it's really the same, as far as I know. But 3D World, you have Mario, who's like your standard character. Okay, that could be Sonic. But then you have Luigi, who has a higher jump. You have Peach, who can kind of fly for a bit. You have Toad, who's the really fast one. You know, have them all. Oh, like, okay, Tails can fly for a little bit. Have it kind of like Adventure 1 where it's limited. Knuckles can climb up walls. You know, stuff like, you know, like just do small stuff like that. Amy, maybe she has a more powerful attack. She has the hammer, you know, stuff like that. Shadow can, I don't know, maybe he could teleport to places within a small range. Also, I would love for him to do a Sonic fighting game again. I'd like for him to tackle that. After this year we got Sonic Smackdown, and that was an amazing success in the fan community. I love to see another Sonic fighting game get for them to try that again. I think it'd be really good. Honestly, I think it'd be really good. Honestly, something I do to get back to the actual game here. Sidetracked it a lot. One thing I don't like about Sonic Colors. Honestly, I feel like each world should have 3 acts and a boss. And it's mainly just because, as we're seeing now, these are very short levels, which are fun levels, for the most part. But they feel like the challenge levels in Sonic Forces, if y'all play that game. They're like, in that game, there's like little challenge levels. And they're about a minute or 2 long, depending on which ones they are, like these are. Also depending on how fast you can blow through them. Again, like these, I will probably get near the end here in a bit. If I didn't mess that jump up, then yeah, we probably would be near the end. Anyhow though, like that game though, you know, you have the main levels, which are still fairly lengthy, but not like super long. But you have these other levels that are, you know, the bit shorter, mini ones. But here they're not optional, they're required. I feel like Generations did in a good way, where you have your main Act 1, Act 2 level, but then you have those side missions. I think that was an outstanding way to do it. And I like how Forces does it too, where, you know, it's not like missions, it's still just a basic level design, but it's, you know, it's still a different, it kind of gives you a bit of a breather. Like, okay, no, maybe I just want to do a quick level or 2. Well, I'll just do this. I guess for me, I'm the type of person where I'll just play the games, all like the levels in order as I unlock for me. But I don't know, I didn't feel like doing that. Personally, I didn't feel like doing that. So yeah. Also, imagine God, like I'm assuming all that's actual food. No, an Eggman is. Imagine eating that, like, God, like that lollipops. There's lollipops we just went by. Like, gosh, man. That would just be crazy. Like, there's this show. I want to say it's like on one of those like channels like TLC or something. And it's like called like, I think it's supposed to be like the Candyland board game. But, like the whole set is made out of food and candy. Honestly, my first thought there is like, wow, weight gain. Like, God, like, I could not imagine being the host of that show. Like, I'm not a big sweets person. But even then, if you're always just around food and sweets, I feel like you just every once in a while just be like, I'm a little peck. It's just kind of like, I don't know, like reach to the wall, or reach on the floor, and just kind of grab like, I don't know, like some cotton candy, shove in your mouth, and it's like, let's keep growing, you know? I feel like that must happen a lot on that set. I want to say it's like a celebrity cook-off show. I don't know. I know it's some type of cook show. I don't follow this too much. One thing I like about this level, I like the egg puns. You see they're shooting these little blocks like in this section. I do kind of like how it's like kind of a disappear and reappear in blocks. I do like that. And I also believe you can, if you do like the slam down move, like the ground pound, I want to say that breaks them as well. Okay. I want to say this cutscene I have an issue. It's the one I have an issue with. I could be wrong. I want to say it may be next part. It's next part. Okay. We'll get to it later, but some of the story of this game, as I do enjoy it, there is sometimes they bring up plot beats and they don't really matter. And we haven't really seen it yet. And like right here, I do like this cutscene. It's fairly comedic, but we'll see it in a later part. See you next part. Actually, it's part 3. I actually just finished it, and that's why it's on my mind. But when we get to that part, we'll see where there's a plot point that gets picked up and it's never brought up again, really. And it introduces like Eggman's main evil plan, but that's about it. But you know, I'm gonna get off of that. That'll be for next part. So this is the boss of Sweet Mountain. This is my favorite boss of the game, outside the final boss, or the final couple of bosses. This is like a kind of boss rush at the end. Basically, you have to battle your way through this ship, dodging the cannonballs, or using the cannonballs to home attack off of. You hit the switch. The switch, for some reason, makes the ship crash. I don't know why, but it does. And then you gotta fight the pirate captain and his crew. I think it's pretty enjoyable. I personally enjoy it, but also, I do know some people don't really care for it because it's pretty repetitive. Like, you home and attack the guy a few times. Okay, get back on the ship, do the same thing. I like it better than the Ferris wheel one. And I definitely like it better than the other one. What do you call it? We haven't seen it yet. Oh, no. Sorry, the one from last part. Am I remember? Crap. I'm sorry. These parts are getting confused in my head. I just edited part 3. Part 3 is Starlight Carnival. And there was a different boss in that game, that level. And, so y'all who haven't played this game, basically, this boss, the Ferris wheel one we saw last part, and the boss the next part, all get reused. And those slightly harder versions, but they're hardly that much different. They're just, I think they have a bit more health. And that's about it. So it kind of, sucks. You know, it's not the best. I don't like how they repeat. I like the boss, but I don't like how they repeat the bosses. Because I don't know. But also, this was a smaller budget game, so maybe that was why? I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. Anyhow, though, the pirate captain's dead. He's, like I said, not too hard. We destroyed another generator. And Sweet Mountain has been released. Also, I don't know if it's me, but it's weird to see Sonic say, like, boss. The self-referential humor in this game is kind of odd, and I think they kind of want to balance it in the next game. Where it's a bit more of a comedic tone, but it's not like, oh, it's a boss battle, like, and like Sonic looks at the camera, it's like, wink. Like Deadpool's the best comparison I could say. So, yeah. Oh, this is where we learned about the aliens, the Wisp, how basically they have this stuff called hyper-go-on energy, I believe is what it's called. And basically, Eggman's using them to power his big new evil plan and all that stuff. So, yeah, and this is where the Baldy McNosetail joke starts happening. I won't lie, this is later, but when they bring this back in forces, honestly, I do think that's kind of neat. Where Sonic's like, "How's it going, Baldy McNosetail?" But it's kind of like when he finally catches up to him, and I kind of like it. But I do feel like they kind of they lean a bit too much into the comedy in this game, a little too far sometimes, where it feels a bit too childish in my opinion. But also, this is a Sonic game. It is a kids game. You do gotta keep that in mind. Anyhow, though, that is it for today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed. Next time on Sonic Colors, we'll be going to the Starlight Carnival, save more Wisp, find out what Eggman's plan is, and hear me freaking never shut up about the music of this game. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!